Pisces? How you guys doing? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. We're going to read your tarot cards. Let's connect with those Pisces out there. Here on YouTube, guys, I do general messages, so that means not every time, every week, will these messages resonate with every single one of you out there. It's my goal, my aim, my intention that lots of these messages are helpful to you, motivate you, empower you, inspire you. But if you are not feeling that way, it might just not be your message this week. So please don't be offended if that is the case. But yeah, let's get Pisces some messages for their best and highest good for the next week or two. What's coming in for Pisces? Ooh, those are wanting to come out. You guys are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Oh shit, Pisces. You got really good cards. So for those waiting on something with money, maybe a job offer, possibly something with a family member, especially your mother, or pregnancy, news of pregnancy. Most of you, this feels very career related. This is a card of Venus though, so it does certainly have a lot of connotations. We can also look at it as love. She's Mother Earth, right? She's Mother Nature. Venus, especially with the Empress, right, who kind of rules over the kingdom, if you will. Very strong connection to money and resources. It could also be something to do with land. Seems like something you've been waiting on for quite a while. So there could be an offering of a money. This could be an offering of a new job, I could say. Especially with like a high ticket item, a high price item. But I think it would be something you were waiting to hear news if you could get or acquire. Very strong card, Major Arcana. And then, if past, present is future, essentially what you're building on, a period of wait, something really nourishing, really good, really beneficial comes in. And then it's like, I'm sort of getting like you're back in your power. You step into your power and there's something very magical and fortuitous about it. This, to me, these two together are just like divine timing. Have faith in the universe, work on your manifestations. As above, so below. Sometimes this can be travel opportunities, but change here is inevitable, but I think it's change that you're going to be very excited. For a lot of you, this feels like a promotion. Like you get that new title, you get to put the crown on and get sort of that recognition and attention. Certainly it could have to do with love for most of you. I think it's money or career related. Even if you're not transitioning jobs entirely, there could just be, new word that comes in about a client or a financial deal. And maybe, I do think there's a big price tag attached to it, or the money you acquire from this deal, this property, this whatever, this exchange, it feels very weighted. It feels heavy. It feels very important. But again, in a way, I think that benefits you. Wheel of Fortune, good week to buy a lottery ticket. Just putting it out there. And let us not forget that the planet Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's the representation of Jupiter in the tarot is the Wheel of Fortune, which is about expansion, abundance. It's very happy. It's very happy-go-lucky. That is transiting the sign of Pisces. So yeah, you guys seem to be catching some of that good luck that's floating in and around your zodiac sign. The Master Manifestor. This could be something that you've been trying to manifest for quite a while, and maybe divine timing strikes and it's finally coming in. Maybe this is saying that thing you've been working on, that thing you've been thinking about and doing and manifesting and trying to realize essentially for your life, it may just come in, in the coming week or so. I certainly hope that's your message, right? I mean, high vibe. I have to say, so far my water signs, you guys have some strong cards here. So let's throw one on the Empress. What can I tell Pisces? Anything to do? I'm seeing the green here a lot. So green, again, maybe money. Maybe a piece of jewelry. I don't know. The color green is really showing up to me here. Someone who has green eyes. Interesting. So did you not think you were getting it? Was there a sense of dread about going on the interview? Were you kicking yourself or punishing yourself for saying that silly thing during the interview? I don't know. Something about this works out really well for you. Again, if I'm reading past, present, future, there could be a lot of intimidation about taking on this new role. Maybe there's a lot of new responsibilities. So, take it a piece at a time. I think this card always says, let's not worry about things and essentially create something in our mind that creates them in our life. Be very careful what you're allowing your mind to tell yourself, what you're processing mentally, intuitively, all that. Yeah, I think this could also just represent you're really in a lot of competition for a role. So whether or not you get that one role that you're thinking about, right, have faith that if it's meant to be yours, it certainly will be. And if it isn't, that means there's a better opportunity out there for you. I don't hate this card just because everything showing up around it is so strong. I don't love it, don't get me wrong. But it's just tied to anxiety. It's tied to fear. It might be time to release and let go of something that mentally was not healthy for you. especially a job that maybe wasn't treating you well or wasn't paying you enough to get by and earn a healthy living. I don't know. The Nine of Swords is sometimes jumping to worst case scenarios before it's even a true fact. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's just it's saying sort of be careful what you're telling yourself and what you're allowing to believe is the truth. A lot of miscommunication going around right now. So there even could have been, so I was getting some of you had a dream that you didn't get the job. For some of you, it's this, like literally waking up in the middle of the night, like, oh my God. Mercury is about to go retrograde. So yeah, there's going to be a shitload of miscommunication. Take it in stride. Everyone's going through it. It's not just you. Also, your ruling planet, your newer ruling planet, you guys are very much connected to Jupiter, as well as Neptune, is squaring, the planet Neptune is making a difficult or aggravated aspect to the planet Mercury, which moves quite fast right now. Mercury is sitting in Gemini, Neptune is sitting in Pisces, so those two together, when they're trying to have a conversation, it doesn't work well. Mercury is like, I want facts, I want details, I want to, be very precise and pinpoint it, and Neptune is just like, I just want to dream about it. I don't know the facts. It's more intuitive, right? So, air sign versus water sign, Pisces and Gemini. It's not to say those can't get along, but you guys approach things, especially in a mental capacity, slightly differently. So those two have those planets, having a conversation, Mercury and Neptune, it opens the door for a lot of misinterpretation and miscommunication, right? So if we go into situations knowing that we may have to repeat ourselves or explain it in a different way so that it lands with different people properly. Again, anticipate it, but don't make it a monster. It simply is. Mercury is I think going to be in Gemini for quite some time. It goes retrograde like 3 times this year, and it's, look at my calendar, I think it goes retrograde Saturday the 29th, depending on where you are in the world, of course, right? But yeah, so around then, anticipate maybe, facts and figures maybe getting lost in the shuffle. Double check your work. It's a good time to safety-proof yourself. Not the best time to start a new job, but you know what? Sometimes the universe ushers in change, and we don't really have a say over the timeline. If you do, all the more reason to plan around it, but if you can't, it's no reason to stop living your life, but don't live your life this way of, oh my God, dread, death around every corner. It's not that. Not with the Empress showing up. Of course it's not. I'm almost into respecting yourself more too. A lot of you may have deep insecurities, and I guess it's saying put on your game face, because again, what you tell yourself is what you will manifest. So you may as well, even if you fake it till you make it, tell yourself that you're great, that you are confident, that you're beautiful, that you deserve happiness, that you deserve respect, because you do, right? You know this, right? That's obvious. Yeah, just watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts this week. But other than that, this looks great. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune, what have you manifested? It feels lovely. It feels like new opportunities are coming in. Possibly new communications if you're on like dating apps or something. You may connect with a Taurus or a Libra or a Capricorn. I'll be honest, you may have a Capricorn of your past who's wanting to hit you up. I would be careful with that because they were feeding multiple mouths before, weren't they? Or was that you? It's so funny. I almost called you Gemini, I think because it's kind of mixing in with my Magician here. Interesting. Pisces and Gemini. There might be something to that this week. All right, what does Pisces need to release? What do they need to move away from or not rely on too much in the coming weeks? Too many cards. Leo. Or being coddled. No offense, Pisces. I would say it to anyone. The idea of sort of needing that extra pep talk, needing someone to sort of, stroke your ego or tell you everything's fine. That's great. It serves a purpose. Absolutely. You need those people in your life. Not this week. You're being asked to move away from that. You're being asked to be confident on your own. And to be honest, Cancer had the exact same message. It's wonderful to have, our friends, our family by our side to be that shoulder to cry on, that support, someone who can sort of help you talk out your feelings. Again, I'm just wanting to underscore this week, you put on your brave face, right? This is the Strength card ultimately is about courage. The only person or people you need right now to get through is yourself and as well as maybe your angel gang, right? There's a little angel showing up. So the divine is around you. They're going to help you make those informed decisions. But quite literally, as I was saying, take it in stride. Some of you may be doing something regarding like an important family matter. You may need to move locations and it may, there may just be some hiccups that present themselves. Oh, well, we signed the contract for this date, but it's not available to the week after, or, whatever it is. Expect a few bumps, but again, this is going to be great. It's just a matter of time. So again, reinforce that. It's great. Everything is good. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Angel gang is looking out for me. Move away from those who also put you into a corner, put a lot of pressure on you. People who seem very aggravated or unsteady in their emotions, or people who just kind of have a rougher energy this week. If it disturbs your mental peace, if they're, rocking the boat, if there's, waves of turbulence, essentially, it's like you need to move towards smooth sailing where it's like crystal clear, right? As much as you can, right? Some of that may be out of your control, again, just given planetary alignment. But yeah, move away from those who either are coddling you too much because ultimately they may be fixing it for you because they care and they love you, but it's like you're missing the lesson. It's something you're meant to go off and do on your own individually. And again, these are like weekly readings. It doesn't mean forever. Especially you're a Leo. If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, or whatever, a Leo who's probably very protective of you, probably a really lovely, wonderful person. This week you're being asked to move away and figure it out for yourself just a little bit, right? It doesn't have to mean physically move away, but detach from them fixing all your problems for you, or vice versa, right? Maybe if you have a Leo who's very lenient and reliant on you, it might be a good week to give them a little bit of tough love and be like, I believe in you, babe, good luck, like that kind of thing. Do you understand? All right, last but not least, what should Pisces move towards? In fact, what are they moving towards? For a lot of you, it's a job offer. And especially if you feel like you're coming from a position where they were really keeping you in a corner. They wouldn't let you excel or promote you, or it was just, you're there and that's that. Like very fixed energy, Leo, right? A lot of you, it felt like they were telling you what you wanted to hear, but there was never any sense of that raise or that promotion. And maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's that person who, God forbid, it's like, oh, well, I'll break up with my wife eventually. Eventually I'll get the divorce. I think a lot of you this week have this newfound, all right, I can't wait anymore. I got shit to do. I got to go take care of this. For some of you, it might be a child, a really stubborn child. I'm being told to tell you, practice tough love this week. Yeah, practice tough love. Really, it's hard for some of my Pisces, but a good week to establish some firm boundaries of, I'll give you this much, but if I give you an inch and you take a mile, we're done. Like I can't do that anymore. So yeah, establish better boundaries this week with your person, whoever that may be. All right, and something Pisces should lean into. I feel like we're going to get something like that just because it came out before the card did. Establishing better boundaries. Oh. Yeah, you kind of do a little bit. Establishing healthier boundaries, right? And I don't know, the Ace of Wands is a very positive card. It's sort of like the magic wand, the magical new beginnings. It's very passionate. It's very exciting. It frequently denotes travel, spirituality, sexuality, big time, right? It's sort of the penis card. But with this is more defensive, the wounded warrior, the idea of dread or anticipation. So again, it's sort of talking yourself out of fear. I think a lot of this is sort of this projected fear, or letting your fantasies or imagination run wild about worst case scenario. I really don't see that for you guys. I see a very positive change, something lighthearted that it may have been a while. Some sort of ban may have been lifted, or you may be invited back to those public spaces or to see that family. Like there could be a reunion of some kind. I think it's going to be great, but there's something about it where, I don't know, maybe you've been isolated for so long, you're feeling awkward in a social group or something like that. You're going to have a blast. This is going to be really good. This is going to be really fun. I would even say the 1 and the 9, the ending, a 10, any 10 in tarot is the ending of a cycle. This 10 or this ending has been a long time coming. So in a sense, I think a lot of you are being asked to just let it go. Move on from the past because the cycle's done. It's over. And with the 9 of Wands, it's something that would have been very laborious or very exhausted, or something has just run its course. So don't look at it as, oh my God, but what am I losing by letting this go? No. Don't misunderstand. Again, that Mercury squaring Neptune, it has nothing to do with everything that's lost. It has everything to do with what can be gained from this scenario. I like this a lot. Some of you, I'm hearing like nursing school or something about nursing or helping or even physical therapy, or I don't know if you're moving away from that or going into that field, or something is opening up for you there. Some of you may be applying to like med school or something like that. Anyway, all right, Pisces, that's what I got for you. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next Monday for more tarot. Bye, guys.